Thursday night of the Anzac round will feature the informed Rabbitohs playing host to an injury-hit Broncos outfit, who are experiencing a relatively inconsistent run of results. It will be a milestone match for the Bunnies star center and skipper Greg Inglis, who will run out for his 250th match. After some rather lean seasons, there weren't too many tipsters who were prepared to give the Rabbitohs much of a chance this season. Yet some of their results have been nothing short of impressive, particularly their demolition jobs on the Sea Eagles and Raiders, as well as their toppling of bitter rivals, the Roosters. They go into this match on the back of 2 successive victories and are buzzing with confidence. Conversely, the Broncos' form is anything but consistent. This is best exemplified in their losses to the Dragons, Titans and Knights. Their defeat by the Storm saw them play well in patches, but poorly in others. They head into this match on the back of 3 victories and 4 losses, compounded by injuries to key players, halfback Cody Nikorima, hooker and workhorse Andrew McCullough, and representative back rower Matt Gillett. There is minimal doubt that the Bunnies will be keen to deliver a victory for skipper Inglis' milestone match, as well as consolidating on their impressive form. The Broncos will be keen to prove they can win without their key players, and to get their season back on track with a win. Recent meetings: 2017 Round 14 Brisbane Broncos 24 def. South Sydney Rabbitohs 18 at Suncorp Stadium. 2017 Round 8 Brisbane Broncos 25 def. South Sydney Rabbitohs 24 at NZ Stadium. 2016 Round 19 Brisbane Broncos 30 def. South Sydney Rabbitohs 10 at NZ Stadium. 2016 Round 8 Brisbane Broncos 30 def. South Sydney Rabbitohs 8 at Suncorp Stadium. 2015 Round 25 Brisbane Broncos 47 def. South Sydney Rabbitohs 12 at NZ Stadium. As can be deduced from the aforementioned, the Broncos have dominated the 5 most recent meetings between the 2 sides. In fact, the Broncs have been overwhelmingly dominant over the Bunnies since their inception in 1988. Exemplifying this is the overall head-to-head statistics, in that the Broncos have won 27 of their matches with the Rabbitohs, with the Bunnies claiming victory in 11 of these matches, followed by a solitary drawn match in 2004. In fact, the only period in which the Rabbitohs were able to experience consistent success over the men from Red Hill was between 2013 and 2015, where the Bunnies won 4 consecutive matches. Selected team: South Sydney Rabbitohs, Brisbane Broncos 1, Alex Johnston, Darius Boyd 2, Richie Kenner, Corey Oates 3, Greg Inglis, James Roberts 4, 18th Stain Gagai, Tomo Pasek 5, Robert Jennings, Jermaine Isaaco 6, Cody Walker, Anthony Milford 7, Adam Reynolds, Jack Bird 8, Thomas Burgess less than player name redacted greater than 9, Damien Cook, Josh McGuire 10, George Ferguson Tide 11, John Sutton, Alex Glenn 12, Angus Crichton, Jiden Swa 13, Cameron Marie Davida Panjai JNR Interchange 14, Adam Dewayasam Tagadis 15, Mark Nichols, Jawafa Hengao 16, Jason Clark, Cody Nikorima 17, Tavita Tadala, Corbin Sims Reserves 18, Robbie Farah, Jonas Pearson 19, Heimel Hunt, Todd Murphy 20, Campbell Graham, Patrick Mago 21, Kyle Turner, Payne Haas. The facts that matter: Rabbitohs. After beginning their season with 2 consecutive losses to the Warriors and Panthers, the Rabbitohs exploded into form with a commanding victory over the Sea Eagles, a Good Friday win over the Bulldogs, an impressive triumph over old rivals the Roosters, and a big win over the Raiders. In fact, it could well have been 5 victories for the Bunnies, had they not have left their run too late against the Dragons. These victories have lifted the men from Redfern into 6th position. Statistically, the Bunnies are ranked 2nd in terms of points scored, with only the Dragons ranked above them. Some of the factors behind this impressive statistic is the fact that Cody Walker is doing plenty of damage at 5/8, while representative backs, Inglis and Dane Gagai, are demonstrating their prowess in attack. Moreover, their forwards are eating up the meters. However, the Rabbitohs will be hampered by the losses of key forward Sam Burgess through a 2-week suspension. Despite the obvious void in the Bunnies' forward pack, they have enough quality in their engine room to cover for the loss of Burgess. They only need to take their current form into this match and consolidate on it, and their backs and halves can do the rest. The Broncos find themselves sitting in 10th position, with their attack looking rather ordinary, and their defense a far cry from the grey wall that coach Wayne Bennett has ingrained in them. In regards to their 3 victories this season, their victories against the Cowboys and Warriors have demonstrated what the Broncs are capable of. In fact, their victory over the previously undefeated Warriors showed that the Broncs can rally around each other to defy the odds and jag a win. However, they were rather fortunate to escape with the points against the Tigers. Moreover, their losses to the Dragons, Titans, Knights and Storm have exposed some of the glaring weaknesses that the Broncos have, as well as the number of errors committed during those matches. Despite their defense not being as great as it normally is, the men from Red Hill have a tackle efficiency of 88%, which is slightly higher than their opponents. However, they will be really tested in defense, given the loss of tackling machine and workhorse Andrew McCullough through injury. In attack, the Broncos forwards will need to contain the informed Rabbitohs pack and lay the foundation for their backs, in order for Hev's pairing of Anthony Milford and Jack Bird to set up their crucial plays. Winger Corey Oates will relish playing the Bunnies, given he has scored 7 tries in 5 matches against them. Prediction: despite the dominance that the Broncos have had over the Rabbitohs, the form of both teams suggests that the Bunnies are in a better position to secure a victory in this match. Their attack has proven to be difficult to contain, and if they play the way they have done against the Sea Eagles, Roosters and Raiders, it could be a long night for the Broncs to endure, especially with the absence of defensive workhorses, Andrew McCullough and Matt Gillett. Whilst the Rabbitohs are without a key player of their own in Sam Burgess, there is enough quality within the ranks to cover for this loss. Conversely, I feel that the loss of their tackling machines, coupled by their inconsistent form, will be too much of an obstacle to overcome for the Broncos. As such, I will tip the men from Redfern to snap their losing streak against the men from Red Hill, and send them back north of the border empty-handed. Rabbitohs by 8. Can the Rabbitohs keep up their decent form, or will the Broncos bounce back from a last start loss? Let us know in the comments below. Want to share your opinion? Why not write for us? Previous post, next post, next.